All right, welcome to Smokey Approved Korea. I'm your boy journalist, and on this one, we are here to check out another record from BLACKPINK. This is going to be Playing with Fire. I've been told this is a romance song, so that's up my alley a little bit more as well. So, hey, we're already starting off on a good path. That said, thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description, and let's get into this one and see what we got today. The production so far sounds like Coachella, but like Coachella from the year that this song actually comes from. So it seems in time, at least. No, not Coachella. At least with my limited understanding of what like global or world music is at the time of like when I was a little kid, this is what that sounds like. Like the world music songs that they would like allow during like World Cup events to like be played to where we get to hear them and stuff like that. That's what this sounds like. It sounds really big, like a World Cup song. It's like if Calvin Harris and Shakira were like, let's go make a banger. That's what this sounds like, definitely. And then when Shorty comes in with that lyric of the, what's in English? I can't remember. Look at me now. And then it drops back into the Korean. That sounds nice as well. I'm not mad at that. My love is on fire. Now burn, baby, burn. Should I expect this? With the usage of English in this song, it seems on mark. Like it's just not random phrases. Like in the last song with the I'm gonna look up in the skies, it's a bird, it's a plane. Like that's for sure just a random statement. Like that's just a random English phrase. But am I to understand with if they're using English but not to back up the line, but to kind of just make it seem a little bit more fun, because that's what I keep feeling like when I hear English in these songs. It's just like it's more of a spice than it is a particular important lyric. Is that how this is kind of working? My love is on fire. So don't play with me, boy. Oh no, 난 이미 멀리 와버렸는 girl. 어느새 이 모든 게 장난이 아닌 girl. 사랑이는 빨간 불씨 불어라 바람 더 커져가는 불길이 기약인지 속인지 우리 엄마도 몰라 내 맘 도둑인데 왜 경찰도 몰라 불붙은 내 심장. Okay, hey, Shorty's sliding her verse though. I don't know who this is. I like her verse though. I like how her voice sounds when she's saying whatever the hell she's saying. Because I know I'm reading it, but the way that I separate the two is I always separate it in how does the performance sound? Because if I was to be able to understand the language without having to read the words, then that's what would matter most is how they sound saying the thing. And for the particular pocket that they have her in for this verse is so perfect. It's got like a really good build. Like I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the kick in the background, but the kick has like a pace to it, and she's staying in pace with the kick. And the more that she stays in pace and the further she gets along in her verse, it's like it's almost moving the song forward. It's very well done. It's very well done. 어느새 이 모든 게 장난이 아닌 girl. 사랑이는 빨간 불씨 불어라 바람 더 커져가는 불길이 기약인지 속인지 우리 엄마도 몰라 내 맘 도둑인데 왜 경찰도 몰라 불붙은 내 심장이 더 부어라 너는 기름 Kissing while I diss him I don't know but I miss him 중독을 넘어서 네 사랑은 crack 내 심장의 색깔은 black 멈출 수 없는 이 Okay, best verse on here so far. But I think Shorty's rapping though.
and I have an affinity to the rap, so that I think that's why I fuck with her verse the most so far. But yeah, she slid that shit. That shit sounded hard.
심장의 색깔은 black.
멈출 수 없는 이 떨림은 on and on and on 내 전부를 너란 불길 속으로 던지고 싶어 look at me now 이렇게 넌 나를 때우고 있잖아 끌 수 없어 우리 사랑은 불장난 My love is on fire
Now burn, baby, burn.
불장난 My love is on fire
So don't play with me, boy.
불장난 더 잡을 수가 없는 걸 너무나 빨리 퍼져가는 이 불길 이런 날 멈추지 마 사랑이 오늘 밤을 태워버리게
Why Shorty in the closet? Or like because she's supposed to be hiding from the love. That's why she's in the closet. Because I'm just like, why is she in the closet? Okay. So my overall thoughts. Song is way better than the other song, hands down, like undeniably. So let's just start there. My second thoughts are I have to frame this in the understanding that this song is at least 6 years old. So they're also much younger ladies than they are in today's time. So then that just makes me think that in my time, if I was, yeah, but I never like kind of like, it's still a little too poppy for me. And it's just, a little too still surface when it comes to when we are going to be discussing love. And I guess it's just because of the type of female singers that I listen to. Like, even if I was to go like back in time, like I'm still listening to Adina Howard and them. I'm listening to Sade. I'm listening to Guapale. I'm listening to Jasmine Sullivan. Like, I'm listening to women that are really digging into the way that they feel or how men make them feel. So that's why I'm like, I totally love the concept of My Love Is on Fire or like playing with fire. There's a lot more I feel like we could have done here, but then I have to remember they're very young ladies at this time, so it is still going to be very surface. It's the playing with fire of how do we begin these relationships, and then how do they make us feel, and how much they can consume or take over our lives. Just like a flame, it can start very small, but then that can burn down a city almost. Like, the playing with fire concept that they've done in this song is very good for the age of the girls at the time of this record. I just, in my current life, I'm just like, I want a little bit more meat to the topic, because I'm just like, I'm at that point, because now I'm listening to like Kehlani's and Jessie Reyes and stuff like that, and they're really digging into that. So that's why I'm just like, or like SZA, like, come on now. Or what's her name, Summer Walker. I love listening to like female R&B singers that are just really digging into how, I guess, like love and their emotions kind of work with their thinking and all that stuff. So when I hear this, I'm like, the concept is well executed, but I just still feel like it's just not digging deep enough. And I can't hold that against them because they're also so young at this time. So this is why I say overall the song is really good. There is a potential for, I guess, a more larger amount of substance in their music. I just don't know how often we're going to get it, because then I got another comment today where essentially I guess their music is set up for just big energy and like to be performed live and then to like get crowd participation. Like, the songs are built in that fashion more so than always trying to get the best message across. So that's why I just feel like there's some disjointed parts with this particular song, or like with the English phrases. Like, they make sense technically, but they seem to just be kind of shoved in to kind of just spice the song up. And I don't know if that's just their style or that's just part of like K-pop in general, because I'm new to this space, so I don't really particularly know. But overall, I would have to say I like the song. Probably the best song that I've heard from them so far. Granted, it's only 2 songs, but out of the 2, I would have to say this is the better song out of the 2. And we're just going to have to check out some more music, because I don't know exactly what their overall sound sounds like, because this is very much different, but it seems like their focus is a global market. They're not focused on anything else besides getting played everywhere. And that's why the songs sound really big. The instrument choices or the sound choices for the synth pads and stuff like that are not typical to like a Western audience, unless it is a global Western audience you're starting to go after. And then that's when these sounds become normal, like the Calvin Harris and stuff like that, because this almost sounds like a Calvin Harris style beat. But that said, give me something else to listen to. Let's see if I end up liking that song too. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.